Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, Libra. Happy weekend to you. That's what I'm throwing these cards. But of course, you know, Libra, if you've been here before, that the way I read is that we can watch today and it could resonate for you today, tomorrow, next year, depending on what sort of timeline you're on. So for some of you, this may resonate in the week ahead. Others of you may resonate later. But let's take a look at the Lenormand. That's what we're going to start with here. For you, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And then we're going to hit it up with some tarot. This Lenormand energy is the overall energy for the week ahead. And then we'll get some details with the tarot. If you are here and you are brand new, Libra, and you'd like to join this tribe, there is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live. Welcome here. If you are the ride or die and you keep coming back, that's why I do these readings, because you keep coming back. Tell me about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, something tried to jump there. Tell me about Libra. Ooh, okay, there we go. We've got the cross. We've got the labyrinth. Feels almost like suffering a little bit in silence right now. It feels like you... feels like you want some sort of a victory, but it almost feels unattainable at this time for you. Yeah, that's what it kind of feels like here. The card 39 is a 12. We've got a 7 here, and we've got a 9. It feels like, I want to say with this card 43, that you are in the middle of a plan that the universe has set out for you, Libra. And so I feel almost like you're in this labyrinth because the universe wants you to make some sort of a decision. And I feel it also is, it has to do with the dice. It almost feels like, I want to say this cross energy is kind of like being sad or sullen about something. And it feels like it's attached to the labyrinth. And in the labyrinth is a place where, you know, we go this way, we bump into a wall. We go that way, we bump into a wall. And then we're forced to turn around and keep moving in a different direction. And so I feel like you're getting exhausted, tired, feeling like you're not making any progress. So I feel like the universe is sort of cornering you into a place where they want you to take a chance, throw the dice, and be a little more less rigid in your thought pattern or in your doing pattern. It feels like trying to make you a little less rigid. I want to say, whether that's a thinking pattern or the way you're living at this time, it feels like it's time for you to throw the dice, take a chance, maybe take a little bit of a leap of faith. But it feels like when you roll the dice, it's like you're leaving it to the universe and saying, you know what? Tell me what to do. It's almost like you're feeling cornered in the labyrinth, that things are not moving the way you want them to. And I feel like the universe is sort of cornering you and pushing you into a place where you've got to be a little more, we got to roll with it just a little bit more. So we have card number 43, which is a 7. So I feel like 7s for me are heaven, right? They're divine intervention. And it almost feels like the labyrinth is a little bit of divine intervention. That in order to find out what you love or who you love, or it could be something about that. I'm just looking at this person sitting in a red dress in the middle here, and that there is some doves flying about. And I feel like you're trying to find your place in the world, or possibly try and find your person. I feel like you haven't had any luck, that maybe you're looking and you shouldn't be looking. Maybe you should be listening intuitively. It feels like it does feel like a little bit of suffering in silence, I'm just going to say. We do have the fox here, and it feels as though, it feels as though you're going to detach or walk away from something, but you're taking one look back. I feel like it's in the effort of bringing balance into your life here. I feel like what you're walking away from is possibly waiting for something to happen, or wandering around the labyrinth and not getting anywhere. The Knight of Wands is here in the bottom right-hand corner, and it almost feels like you're taking one last look back at the things you've been carrying, the heavy things that have been weighing you down. And it feels like this moment of alchemy comes, and you decide it's just time to go, taking one look back here. What's interesting here is they're just looking at the well, and we've got synchronicity. Look at that. 1 4 4 1. So 4s and 1s could be something that you're seeing. We have another 4 right here in the number 43. So we've got 3 4s here, 4s, 1s. We've got 3 3s, right? 36, 43, 39. So it could be 4s or 3s, stability, telling you're on the right path, but you might have to dig a little deeper. I'm going to say that there's a place that you don't want to go to, and it's because it's scary down there at the bottom of the well. And I think that the universe is saying this is a little bit of lack down here, possibly some shadow work that needs to be done. But when the pail is ascending, right, we don't know where it's going. Like if you've ever done that, if you've ever looked into a well, an actual well that was built above the ground, and you've watched a pail ascend, at some point it disappears, right? We've got the sun here, and so it feels like when it does come back to the surface, you can then see what's going on. So I feel like at this time you might be feeling like in a little bit of lack about walking away from something that's been putting pressure on you. And it might be this. It might be that you've been looking for your place in the world, looking for your person. It feels like you've been wandering around in the labyrinth, but I feel like the universe is doing that to you in order to make you roll the dice. Or take a chance or a leap of faith instead of trying to plan every step of the way. All right, let's take a look about and see what the tarot has to say. Libra, I should tell you that there is only 3 days left on the sale if you're interested in a private read. If that's what you want to do, there's 10% off of the pre-recorded readings, off of any of my readings. And then if you want face-to-face, if you're interested in that, it's 75% off, up and only until the 30th. All right, so look in the pinned comment. You'll have to go to Hipsy. There is a coupon code for those of you who want the pre-recorded reading. You'll have to take the coupon code with you. All right, let's find out what's going on for you, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the cross. We've got the Ace of Wands. Feels like there's a moment of it feels like it could be an aha moment, but it feels like a moment of excitement. It's like a realization of some sort. We'll leave it at that until we get more cards on the table here. We've got the King of Pentacles. For some of you, you might be trying to find a job. That could be what the labyrinth is, because the King of Pentacles is here. You might be trying to find more stability, more money. Maybe you already have a job and you've been looking for a job to pay more money. I feel like if that's what you're looking for, it feels like there is an exciting opportunity that's going to be showing up here for you. And it feels like it's on a path you've never been on before, so it might be doing something different than you've done before. For some of you, it could be more of progress in the job that you're in, right? Because the King of Pentacles is kind of the top dog, the manager, right? The person who is, you know, the actuary, the accountant, the bank manager, like a person who really knows their pentacles. It could be something of finance. It doesn't have to be, or you don't have to be in finance, but I feel like you are going to get some sort of stability financially here. If you are the one looking for financial stability or looking for a job, I think that all you have to do is roll the dice and take a chance on something you've never done before. It might be outside your expertise, but I feel like it's going to cause transformation for you. I feel like you're being pushed into some sort of transformative energy, that the universe is saying that if you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you always got. And I feel what you always got here was feeling like, with the card number 36, it's a 9, that's hermit energy. It's like suffering in silence is what it feels like. So if you keep doing what you've always done, you're always going to get what you always got. And I feel like the universe is sort of pushing you into a corner here, Libra, of making some sort of change, but not a structured change. It feels like it lands really well, and it feels like you're being forced to take some sort of a leap of faith. Tell me more. We've got, there we go, the Six of Wands. Oh, and the Tower, Six of Swords and the Tower. It does feel like you are headed toward a Tower with the Death card. And the Tower with the Death card is a major shift or a major change. Something is about to majorly change in your life. But listen, the King of Pentacles is in the middle of your reading. It's not something that I feel is going to put you in a place of worry. It feels like it shifts you into a place of stability, or something that's very dependable. Look, maybe you're a person who's working on contract. Maybe they offer you a long-term contract, because the King of Pentacles is about long-term stability. So it could be, yes, things are going to change, and it'll come as a surprise or in a Tower, and you're going to have to make some changes. The Death card is here. It's a little bit uncomfortable, It's only uncomfortable for those of you who are not willing to change or are not ready for change. It could be somebody who has fixed energy, right? This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. And so you could be a fixed sign. We've also got Scorpio here, right? Scorpio is here twice. So if you've got a lot of fixed energy, Libra, it might be hard for you to change. And it's only when we start resisting these major arcana, when we start resisting the universe, that we start getting very uncomfortable in our situation. Because look, when the universe says it's go time, the universe will make it so uncomfortable for you to be where you are that you really, in order to get relief, have no other way by which to get relief other than to move from where you are. We have the Seven of Pentacles. It does feel like the reason, if you move away from a job, possibly, you will be moving toward a better job, but I feel like it's maybe a moment of realization that the Seven of Pentacles is here, that I put in so much work. It feels like somebody who maybe works as hard or does the job of the manager or the person who is the owner or owns the place, but you are getting minimal pay. You're still not making as much as a person who would be a business owner or somebody who would be the top dog, top manager. It does feel like this is a shift in your thinking because the Six is here, the Six of Swords is here, and so is the Knight. It feels like it is a shift in a thought pattern that maybe I'd be better off if I moved along, because I feel like I could get more finances or more financial stability by moving along. And it feels like it brings you to this place of a tower. The Seven of Pentacles is also about making strategic moves and reevaluating things. So you have to make an evaluation. It's not something that you will do overnight, but I feel like the realization comes in really quickly because the Knight of Swords is here. It feels like the realization comes in really quickly that it might be kind of exciting to do something that I've never done before. Maybe something, maybe you're in finance, but maybe you've never applied that finance to, maybe your finance is working at a bank, but you've never applied that financial prowess to working on Wall Street. Do you know what I mean? Like it feels like it's something different than you've ever done before. And it is going to make you a lot of money. Now, I'm only using that as an example, but it depends on what the situation is in your world. So we do have the Two of Swords. So I feel that this suffering and silence energy that you might be in lately, or maybe in the past, it feels like it is it's something that has you blocked from this path of excitement. Because I feel like some of you don't feel like change is very exciting, that it's actually kind of irritating. I want to say, we've got, you don't like it, right? The Five of Cups is here. It feels like you're not a fan of change. You would rather be sitting in this, in this Five of Cups energy, complaining about why you didn't get it. But it's because there was a block and you weren't brave enough to leap over the block, I'm going to say. And look, we're always, all of us, no matter what our sign is, we're all at this place sometimes in our life, at some point in our life. We're focusing on the things we lost instead of focusing on what is out there. We do have the Ace of Swords. Look, it feels like you have some sort of realization, I want to say, while you're in Hermit energy, and that's exactly what Hermit energy is for. That's Virgo energy, and it's about the reevaluation of the self, or going in for self-preservation reasons. It feels like you're like, you know what, I'm kind of done with all of this. I've got to rethink my path because I'm very focused on what I've lost. The Three Swords are here, and it feels heartbreaking, or it feels like it's disappointing, or something's not working in my favor. The thing is that the Ace of Wands is here, but I don't think you can see it because your back is turned to the Ace of Wands. So I don't think that you can see it, only because you're focused maybe more on what you have to lose rather than what you have to gain. Tell me about this Death card, because we've got a major awakening coming here. There is a major shift that is showing up for you, and it's going to end something. It feels like it could be a thought pattern for some of you, but it also could be you quitting your job. Like it feels like I put in enough work here, and I am the top dog. I'm the one who has the 8 Pentacles, subject matter expert. I'm the person who does all of the evaluations at the end of the year for all the employees, but I'm not getting paid my worth. I feel like you can make more money somewhere else, or maybe you're going to get a promotion or a raise should you decide to say something, right? We've got swords here. But I feel like being focused on what you can't have is kind of putting you in a place of the Two of Swords. And I feel like what you need to be is in the Ace of Swords with an aha moment and a realization. But I think you're going to roll the dice here because I think the universe is putting you into a place of having to make a change so you don't get what you always got. Because I feel like possibly you're not ready for change, or you're somebody who's holding back from taking some sort of a chance or rolling the dice here. And I feel like when we're talking about that, we've got card number 39, which is a 12. And the 12 is 12th in the zodiac, which is Pisces, which is your intuition. So I feel like the universe is pushing you into using your intuition, so you'll stop holding back and you will encompass or embody the mastered king energy, the King of Wands, taking a chance, and an educated one at that, because this King of Wands still has fire, still has passion, still running after the things that they want, very excited and passionate about things. But also this one is the one who's learned to reel it in just a little bit. I'm not going to take a risk that's crazy, right? I'm going to take a risk that's educated. We got two wands here, the only two wands on the table, and it feels like there is a process, a mental process you might be going through, because I think you're at the crossroads of your life and it's time for a really big change. And I think that you've already told the universe that through thought or through deed, and the universe throws you this Tower and this Death card saying, okay, well, if that's what you want, Libra, and that's what it causes. It feels like the Nine of Swords is what it causes. Whenever there's a shift and a change that we haven't planned, especially if you've thought it out, Libra, it feels like it's going to make you feel a little bit lack or make you worry about what the next step is. But I feel like your next step is into the King of Pentacles shoes here. And I feel like you've been wandering about looking for your place to settle down. In a job, in a relationship, in a friendship, maybe in the family. I mean, it could be just about anything when the King of Pentacles shows up. Could be maybe you're looking to buy a new house or sell a house and buy a house. It could be something about your stability. We've got the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Hierophant. Oh, I like that. And we've got the Six of Pentacles. So it does feel like we've got more pentacles. We just pulled 9 pentacles along with the Hierophant energy. So I feel like you're very confident. You become very confident in your intuitive energy or thinking about things as the higher self, because I feel like you're someone who's practical, who does reevaluate their life. I need to evaluate or reevaluate where I'm at right now in my pentacle world. I've got to stop holding back. I've got to be motivated to take some sort of an educated risk, or I could be stuck in this Nine of Swords energy forever. I think, though, that no matter if you do or no matter if you don't, you're stuck in the Nine of Swords. So you might as well take the out that the universe is giving you, which is the Tower and the Death card. It feels like you will get some reciprocal energy. It's almost like you'll learn your value, because we got the 6 and the 3, which is 9. You'll be seen as someone who is very stable, someone who is very confident. And I feel like it's time for you to learn the lesson that you are worth more than what you're getting paid or what your workplace says that you're worth. I feel like you are in this energy of moving forward, or there is movement, whether it's of the mind or physically. For some of you, it might be physically, but I think you are headed toward this Tower. But understand, I think it's by choice. Tell me what else is going on here. I think you decide that you need a change, and so you call in the Tower. We do have 3 cards that were in the reverse all at once. What do we have here? Everything is in the upright. So look, it feels like everything is in the reverse, because it feels like everything slows down. And it's time for you to reevaluate. With all these pentacles here, it feels like an evaluation time, especially with the 7 of Pentacles here. The 3 of Wands in the reverse is, do I jump in head first? Or do I wait for the right time to evaluate what's going on in the future? The 8 of Wands is here because I feel like you're sort of stuck in your energy. It's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not making a decision because I'm unsure of what's going on pentacle wise. So with this 9, the 10th one is here. I'm going to say that once you make the decision to invest somewhere else is when all of this sort of comes together. If you if you are someone who is fighting the change, I'm telling you that the universe is going to win. If you are someone who is fighting the change and maybe you're doubting your skills, your resources, it feels like you are going to feel a little bit uncomfortable when this change comes around. You might be stuck in the Nine of Swords for a little bit until you realize that holding back isn't what you need to be doing right now. Maybe taking a little bit of an educated risk is going to move you out of this labyrinth energy, because I feel like you're suffering in silence, wandering about in the labyrinth and bumping into walls. It feels like you are doing the same thing over and over again without getting the result that you want, which is kind of the definition of insanity, right? I don't think that you like being in the position that you're in, because you are worth more, but you're being paid less. And it doesn't have to be about a job. It could be about a friendship, that you are offering more, because the King of Pentacles is the overgiver. You are offering more. You're always there. You're very loyal. You're always giving your time, energy, and money, and you're not getting it back. It feels like somebody's breadcrumbing you. It could be a friendship. It could be a relationship. What's the outcome, please? What's the outcome for Libra? We've got the Ten of Swords, we've got the Knight of Cups, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you're making a decision to leave the Two of Wands, because it's not a place where you're feeling very comfortable anymore. And it feels like you're moving away from the crossroads by making a plan. And I feel like you're going to take some sort of new offer that I feel is going to make you very happy, but it's going to take you some time. For me, cups are months. So it could be maybe a month. You're still going to look around. Maybe it's going to take time for you to apply for jobs. I mean, maybe you don't make the move for a year. For me, pentacles are years. But we do have the Ten of Swords. I feel like you're done. I feel like you're releasing the situation, whether it's a relationship, a place of work, the situation of wandering about in the labyrinth, walking into walls and not really getting anywhere. It feels like that's what you're releasing. And it might be painful, I'm going to say, to release the situation where you are, because I feel like you're holding back in some sort of a comfort zone here. I feel like you need to do it for yourself. I always see that. And this Knight is somebody who's like got their hand on their heart. I've got to do this for me. This cup is for me. So I feel like you need to do it for yourself. We do have the Page of Pentacles here, which tells me this is an offer. And you're ready to put a little bit of energy forward to figure out what is going to come next here. Yeah, you're the Magician. Oh, look at this. Look at that. So you're the Magician. And once you get the clarity, look, don't do it until you're ready. But I'm going to say, once you get the clarity and you're really super sure of the facts and all the details and you have clarity of mind, you're going to realize that you are the Magician and you've always had the tools. It's like Dorothy clicking her heels. She always had the ability to get home, right? But it didn't seem, it's like she overthought it. This is the Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy. It's overthinking. She didn't realize that it was so easy to get home just simply by clicking her heels 3 times. And I feel like you've sort of overthought it so much that it feels confusing. But I feel like what you didn't realize is you always had the power to get home. You could always do it. The Magician can just manifest their way out of it, right? So I feel like you get some clarity about the tools that you have, the resources, the value that you have, the value that you offer, and that's when you decide to move forward. But until then, I feel like you're going to continue to be strong, hold back, and try and hold off the Tower and the Death card. But I'm telling you, if you don't do it, it's going to fall in and you'll be forced to do it. So regardless, it's going to be uncomfortable. Whether you stay where you are and you don't belong there, the universe will make you uncomfortable, or if you decide that you are going to take the out, I feel like it's going to be uncomfortable to move because the Tower and the Death card are here and change is really difficult. Either way, I'm going to say that I feel like you, with the King of Wands energy, King of Pentacles energy, I feel like you have the energy, the know-how. It's just that you're going to have to let go of logic in order to take some sort of a leap. All right, I'm going to leave that right here. Thank you so much, Libra, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, and I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys have a beautiful week, and I will be back with your weekly readings next week, also with your monthlies. I'm going to go. See you guys. Bye-bye.